Hey guys, it's Anna. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you tonka bean prominent fragrances in my collection. For any of you who are unfamiliar with tonka bean and how it smells, it's a very multifaceted note. It can smell similar to vanilla, cherry, almond, and really depending on what it's blended with, it can go into a number of different directions. It's a very warm note. It can smell quite sweet, quite nutty at times, and because it has so many facets, it's actually a really easy fragrance note to layer with. So if you're ever stuck and you're like, what should I add to this? Throw on a vanilla, a nutty perfume, cherry, tobacco, wood, things of the sort mesh really well with tonka bean. So the first one I have here is Vanilla 28 from Kayali, and this is a stunning, like absolutely addictive, mouth-watering vanilla, tonka bean, toasty brown sugar, amberwood perfume. If my fragrance collection were to be wiped, this would be one of the very first perfumes I would pick up. I think it's one of the best vanilla perfumes money can buy. It so easily takes you from everyday like signature scent kind of material to sexy going out date material. Easily one of my most complimented perfumes. I have turned so many people like in my life onto this scent. Coworkers, family members, friends. Vanilla 28 is a big hit. It's such a warm, cozy vanilla. I love the inclusion of amberwood in the base just to give it this richness, and that brown sugar tonka bean vanilla combo is just like extremely edible. It has a warm caramelized feel. It's fantastic, and just a layering staple for me. It really goes with the fat majority of my fragrances, and I get about 8 hours with moderate projection. If you're a fan of cherry, but you're looking for something different, because there are like 50 cherry fragrances on the market and they all smell practically the same, try this. Soradora Mandorle. Firstly, this is a very strong fragrance, so if you're in the market for something powerful, she'll give it to you. This is a complex, deep, bold, sexy blend of suede, cherry, vanilla, wood, rum. It's giving sorceress vibes. There's this mysterious, alluring darkness to the scent. It's got an edginess to it. Definitely a cool girl scent. And if you're a fan of fragrances that develop throughout the wear, I would also check this out, because in the first stage, that's where you get the most prominent cherry coming through. It's a deeper, like syrupy cherry. It's boozy, and as we head into the mid, I feel like that middle stage is where I get the mixture of the most amount of notes incorporated. And then in the deep dry down, I don't really smell cherry anymore. It's more so focused on tonka, rum, suede, and wood, and also develops a little bit of a powdery feel. And this fragrance particularly highlights tonka bean with the choice note pairings to bring out the natural undertones of tonka. Like I said, I get great performance, all day wear with a strong projection. Then we have the king, I feel like, of amber vanilla tonka bean, MFK Grand Soir. If you are a lover of amber benzoin fragrances and you haven't smelled this yet, it's a must try fragrance. It is an amber bomb, but it's incredibly smooth. There are no rough edges. And although this is a simpler note composition, this smells rich, very polished, refined scent. And even though there's a big dose of vanilla and tonka bean, this does not smell too sweet. It's not gourmand at all. Those notes give it a comforting feel, because although it's definitely this, grown, polished scent, it simultaneously has an approachable, welcoming feel to it, and has a little bit of a cinnamon lavender feel in the mix. It's a beautiful performer, all day wear with a stronger projection. Literally, the color of this juice is what it smells like. BDK Rouge Smoking is definitely one of my more fun, playful perfumes. There's of course a lot of tonka bean in here as well as vanilla. It has a lovely powdery sweetness, definitely powdery from the heliotrope. There's a smooth cashmerean grounding it, and then we also have cherry. So to me this smells like a cherry Dr. Pepper mixed with powdered sugar donuts, or instead of cherry Dr. Pepper, it can have a little bit of like a red vine characteristic as well. It's a unique gourmand. So if you like cherry vanilla tonka bean, you enjoy powdery perfumes, I think this is a good one to check out. And I get about 5 hours with a softer projection. This perfume looks like an absolute treasure. It's such a joy to look at and a joy to smell as well. This is Oriental Enigma from Alexandre J. This screams fall. It is tonka bean, dates, sweet, warm, but it smells like a grown, sophisticated gourmand. It's got a little bit of a nutty feel in there from hazelnut, a brightness from hibiscus, and that introduces like a little added fruity undertone along with the dates. It's boozy, and then we have the spice coming in from saffron. If you enjoy Kilian Angel Share, I think this would be a hit for you. I don't find them to be too similar though. Definitely in the same family, but Angel Share I think is sweeter, definitely more spicy, and this has a different spin with the hibiscus in there. If you like the idea of boozy, warm, sweet dates and tonka bean, I think she's your girl. And I get about 6 hours with moderate projection. And then another BDK, Velvet Tonka. This smells like a powdery, dark almond tonka bean perfume. I really like the bit of edge that it has from tobacco and amberwood. There's some bourbon vanilla in the mix, and honestly, I don't wear this without also layering this with something like Vanilla 28 or /and a cherry. Something like Gritty, Duchessa, or Navitus Venom of Love. Cherry with this profile is chef's kiss. And I just like to amplify the vanilla. So I'm always reaching for like 3 or 4 even perfumes when this is my scent of the day, just because I like to take it to that level and amplify the goodness going on in here. And I get about 8 hours with moderate projection. Something super affordable that does not smell affordable at all is Lattafa Al Awsaaf. If you like unisex fragrances, you like a gourmand feel, but not gonna fully take you there. You like warm, spicy, something sexy with edge, spice, wood. This is so good and just perfect for fall and winter. The tonka bean gives it a really addictive, warm, cozy sweetness, and then it's perfectly paired with a blend of spices. It has smooth resins and a nice base of wood, and it has a bit of a cola feel in there. The performance is phenomenal, like all day wear, strong projection. I don't understand how they're selling this at the price that it is. Next up, we have the Irreverents from Ex Nihilo. This is a beautiful, refined combination of saffron, caramel, tonka bean, vanilla, and pink pepper. If you're familiar with Brompton Immortals from Ex Nihilo, they definitely share a DNA with that saffron, pink pepper, and vanilla. It has a very luxe, enchanting, addictive feel. This one out of the two though is definitely more gourmand. It has that lovely, unique airiness from the saffron. Definitely has the quality of like making you want to go back to it. And I get about 6 hours with moderate projection. Last but certainly not least, Rirana Tonka Nutmeg. This is without a doubt a lifer for me. One of my absolute favorite perfumes. This bottle may look unassuming, but you need to try it. This is literally my taste to a T. Like if somebody asks me, like if I'm at a store and a sales associate walks up to me and they ask like, oh, what kind of fragrances do you like? It's difficult to answer because I'm like, well, I really like a bit of everything. But if I were to really compile like my favorite things into a fragrance, I love a unisex vibe. I gravitate most towards fall fragrances. I really love gourmands that don't go too heavily into the gourmand direction. I like something a bit edgy. I like something sexy. I like something cozy. I like a bit of sweetness, but I also like something grounding and earthy. This is all that. Tonka Nutmeg starts out definitely giving you like a fresh, spicy vibe. It has a bit of a green, woodsy kind of start with still that nutmeg and tonka like being prominent throughout. It has a beautiful grounding powderiness from orris. That's also like one of my favorite notes. And as this dries down, it gets a bit sweeter, it warms up, and I think it's really just something equally cool and sexy, as well as something that I just want to bury myself in at home. And it smells like Kulfi is in the mix as well. It's fantastic and easily like in my top 2 favorite tonka beans. It has great performance. It lasts me all day with a strong projection, and it's quite impressive because I'm already halfway through this bottle with that kind of performance. And that wraps up my tonka bean list. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't already. If you want to see me in any more videos, I'd appreciate it so much. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!